Hello, welcome back to Karogre Studios Remnant Lunar Archon Session 85. Hope you're having a great day. I know I'm having a day. Whether it's great is another question. But you know, it's about to get better because we're going to play some D&D. And Iceland Gambit, that person, What happened last time?
What did happen last time? So I feel like the last we left off, we were getting ready for... What did happen? We were getting ready for, legal stuff.
Oh, no, the dude came in to the legal office, and that was a cliffhanger.
There was a cliffhanger. What else happened?
Yeah.
That session.
Okay, we had... It was... Am I skipping a week?
No, there was one thing that took
Wait.
up...
Yeah. Wait. Was it the meeting with, what's his face? The court wizard.
Simeon?
Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
That was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago? That's crazy.
There was a different meeting of sorts.
That was a different...
Okay,
there was a different... There was a lot of... Wait.
He's getting there.
Because remember, the rest of us were thinking about coming up with names for the rock. And it was Garand. Garand was doing something. What was it? Oh my gosh.
Doing?
It was great. He was talking about something.
He was talking.
With someone. It wasn't his uncle.
It was not his uncle. That would be weird.
Oh, it was the date! The date!
Yeah!
We knew you'd get there eventually.
Yes!
He got there.
It was the date with Rusty. Which I think they ended with kind of like a mutual understanding of each other.
Yes.
But not moving forward with anything romantic, I think.
Much to Rusty's disappointment.
Yeah. So, and then, so that was a lot of it. And then did we talk to Rock Dude again?
No.
Okay. Then we did, some people went to Magic Store, right?
Yes.
Yes. We went to Magic Store, but Gambit didn't go, but we did talk to him, and there was a cool sword, but Gambit ultimately decided not to get it. But did John get it?
John got it.
John got it. John got the cool sword.
Fire.
And then there were some other cool magic things that were bought. What were they?
Garan and Thicket bought sending stones.
Yes.
Thicket ordered glasses of comprehend language.
Ooh.
And Garan ordered a ring of protection.
Amazing.
So that's
all
what
great
was
purchases.
ordered. It was the glasses of comprehend language. Is that right? Y'all did want to get that in glasses form?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think already paid for it.
I think Thicket would be so cute with glasses. I need Thicket with glasses fan art right now.
You paid for it, but you have not. I mean, technically, is it fan art if we just, if Maury decides to draw it? It's not just.
That's not fan art. It's just
art.
canon art.
Yeah.
It's canon art. Well, who knows? We could have a viewer who can draw.
It's true.
I don't know. I mean, we're all fans of the characters, so.
Yeah. I guess but would you consider like an artist who likes their own work and they draw something for it to be fan art?
Yes, you can draw fan art of your own.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
But only if it's not official. If it's official, it's not fan art. It's just art.
So I guess that's the question of whether or not it's official art for the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess the good news is it's not too hard to take clip art that already exists of glasses and just move it on to
copy and paste.
Just copy pasta onto the photo.
I don't know. We'll let Maury decide if she wants to do that.
Wait, what?
Talking about putting glasses on Thicket.
Yes, I ordered glasses.
Yes, we were talking about like art.
I
Like if
brought
we
the-
copied and pasted glasses clip art onto the
Oh,
That just
or if
went
you just
right
drew
over
it.
her head there.
Yep, she missed that
Points.
whole thing. That's okay.
Watermark
I,
on it.
I nominate the glasses that are blacked out with the little white streak.
Oh yeah.
You did
Yeah.
already pay for it, you said. And when did she promise that by?
a few days.
That's right, because you didn't want to pay extra for the super speed. Okie doke. Okay, and then after the magic shop, what happened? Back to this.
Legal.
Illegal, which I believe
Legal
Gambit's
evil.
also deciding not to go to because people
Oh,
that have to
yes.
do with the law are bad.
Yes. People in proximity to power. Bum, bum, bum.
I
But
think-
the little
I think-
hypocrite does not realize that he himself is becoming powerful.
Yeah,
Bum, bum,
I don't think Gambit. You're a little bit pessimistic, I think.
Really? Wouldn't
You
have
think
guessed.
Gambit is
Yeah,
pessimistic?
Gambit's pessimistic.
I think he is, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. The last scene that we ended off on, to jump back into the moment. The party was sitting in the office of Barry and Cliff, speaking to him as he was basically giving the rundown again of here's the kind of plan, here's the legal plan. Basically, argue from ignorance to try and get you, even if it's guilty, the lightest fine.
And stupidity.
Yep. Preferably avoid jail time by whatever means. And then Cavadouche, in comes, let's see, his name is Thomason. No,
What?
Lieutenant Thomas Haley.
Haley, yeah.
He came in and said, not verbatim, but, I've come to offer you a deal.
What's the deal?
He looks over to Barian, who nods as your attorney. The deal, which it would be a great favor if you could just not take it. Due to some pressure from the upper brass, we're willing to offer you a deal that if you admit your guilt as a deserter, you will be dishonorably discharged with a fully paying back the value of your parents' pension after your death, as well as a 50% fine on top of that.
Remind me again how much that was?
The amount paid out to your parents was equivalent to 325 gold pieces, 7 silver pieces, and 8 copper pieces. The value, based on this deal, is 488 gold pieces, 6 silver, and 7 copper.
Oh.
Thicket.
Pretty sure I could hand that over right now.
Thicket. Passive insight, Thicket. I mean, I guess you can roll inside if you'd like, but I think your passive's high enough.
Passive insight.
Lieutenant Thomas Haley is very displeased with this deal and doesn't want you to take it. He wants to take you to court.
He wants to wipe the floor with me.
What
Do I
is
have-
my passive insight?
10 plus insight bonus, which I think is 19.
10 plus insight bonus. Yeah, 19.
Technically,
Can you
all
drop-
skills can be argued to have a passive, quote-unquote, which is given enough time. So, for example, if you have an hour and a half to pick a lock, you can just take your sleight of hand score if you're willing to take whatever extra time is appropriate, depending on the DM. I more or less allow it if you have it more or less infinite time. But then also other things like passive knowledge can be done if the DM needs it. Or wants to use it, whatever.
Do I have to accept this right now, or do I have time to decide?
No.
Huh?
You can have 1 hour to converse with your attorney if you need it.
I'd appreciate that.
He nods before exiting the room.
Okay.
What did you do? What favor did you call in? I mean, he said upper brass, so I assume someone owes you a favor.
I don't know. I don't know anybody in upper brass. At least not recently. No, that's a pretty light punishment. Just
Incredible.
dishonorable discharge and a fee that I'm pretty sure I have in my pocket. How much was it again?
He said 488 gold pieces, 6 silver, and 7 copper. Which, if you want good graces, you could round up to 500 gold pieces. But I don't know if you need the good graces. Doesn't seem like they like you. This seems like something they need to do, or have to do, not to do. I don't know how much goodwill you would purchase with 12 gold.
I'm conflicted. On one hand, I want to take it. On the other hand, I want to know why. You know, I'm curious because like he seems very unhappy about this, and it doesn't make any sense. I feel like there's a catch.
I agree, it's strange. I'm curious. But question of curiosity versus use. If he says we have a relatively short time to make the decision, becomes a question of whether or not you take the deal and find out the reason why later, or don't. Risk something worse. This is effectively the best I could reasonably ask.
Yeah, no, this is pretty good, I think. You know, the pension plus interest, I mean, that's not bad.
Not at all.
And the dishonorable discharge is going to happen regardless, so...
Yeah, I can't see them not doing that. Even if you were granted innocence, I have a hard time. Expect, well, perhaps a non-dishonorable, just a regular old discharge. If you get innocence, but I can't imagine they would let you maintain your rank.
Probably not. Well, I mean, if I was pronounced innocent, they probably wouldn't have much choice. But, just get discharged at that rank. I think we might take it. It might not be a bad idea.
As your lawyer, I actually would recommend you do. I can't see a better case scenario by going to court.
Yeah, because that's only 40 platinum, or 50 platinum-ish.
Just under.
Yeah. And I have way more than that on my person. Alright, yeah, I guess let's call him back in and...
Steps back into the room. What's your decision?
I would take your deal on one condition. I want to know why this deal is being offered. You said someone up top is pressuring you. Who?
He thinks to himself, I'm under no obligation to give you that information, and I don't want to make the deal. So, no.
Even without knowing that, I kind of still want to do it. Because it'd be simpler than a trial.
That's your lawyer. I also recommend, if you're that curious, we can find out after.
Yep, I'm fairly certain we can. We know a few people in high places. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Good.
Simpler. Who am I paying them up to?
He gestures to one of the other soldiers who pulls out a pre-written, effectively writ of forget the legal term. Basically, write a can't even remember the non-legal term. When you admit to doing something.
You're talking about
Confession.
a
Confession, yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Basically a confession of desertion.
because he's already explained what all the results are going to be. So
Yeah, as well as it also details the punishment as well as your admittance to passing on your legal right to a trial in regard to, and as a result have the following punishment, which, as described in legal terms, is pretty much the exact same thing I said. Not pretty much, is the same thing that he specified, which Barian will immediately want to look over and will take the papers instead of them being handed to you. And after reading
I was going to
them,
look over it too, but yeah.
after he reads them, he will then hand the papers to you. Everything seems to be on the up and up. If you'd like to sign it, you're welcome to read it yourself, of course.
I probably will. Yeah, just make sure there's nothing too untoward in there.
Intelligence check. I guess investigation specifically.
Investigation.
Yeah, it seems to be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'll sign that. Who am I supposed to pay?
We can take that now. As one
Can
of
I
the other
get
guards
written-
will open a small chest.
Can I get a receipt for this?
He will take a piece of paper from Barian and write a clear receipt and sign his own name as Lieutenant Thomas Haley.
Alrighty.
to which your lawyer Barian would be the witness, and therefore
Yes.
it's good. You're good, buddy.
He will
Woo!
witness it, and he will also quickly write up a copy and have Haley sign it, so he has one of his own files as well.
Alrighty.
He seems to be taking every normal precaution you would expect. And the value?
I took it out of my inventory. So
Box. As you hand it over and they place it within the box. I'd say it's a pleasure, but it wasn't. And Haley will exit with the two guards behind him. That was...
yeah, suspiciously so.
Well, if you ever need my services again, you know where to find me. I guess my work here is done. Not that I did much work.
I appreciate it. Did I repay him for his time?
I believe you did, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, appreciate the work you were going to do and the work that you did. Or at least appreciate your willingness to.
Thanks for the
I guess
opportunity.
our business is finished. I guess I'll keep your
He will stand
name in
and
mind if I ever need you again. Hopefully I don't.
reach out a
but
hand to shake yours.
shake it. Yep.
Good. Hopefully, I have no need to ever see you all again. But I am here to help if you do need to see me.
Appreciate it.
Thing about lawyers, never want to need us.
True. All right. I guess we'll walk out.
As the
Who?
party exits.
I was gonna say, who do we know that has contacts in the military? I thought we did know somebody. I don't remember.
The party stands in silence at your question.
Gron or Chris and Jack, you're muted.
Yeah,
Notably.
I'm gonna be. Man, listen, it could have been quite a few people. You know, we've helped a lot, we've done a lot. You know, honestly, it could even be a fan of the performances. So, at the end of the day, someone is looking out for you, and that's the good thing, right?
I'd still like to find out who, because it seemed like he was very unhappy. So somebody's looking out for us. I'm not sure.
So I guess
why.
you heard the expression "never a gift Griffin in the beak."
Fair enough.
It's. I mean, you like the way that you like things. You do the things you want to do. You know what you know. Want to know what you want to know. It's fine. I just, you know, unless you want to go thank them or ask them, do you feel like I owe you for this? Or something. I don't see the need because they would have already told us probably. They was like, hey, don't worry, I've got this handled for you. If they wanted some sort of credit or some other thing.
Been 15 years. I think I have an inkling of who it would be, but I ought to ask my parents first. They might know as well. But we can do whatever else in the meantime. Back there.
As
Did
you
we have
exit-
anything else that we need to do today? Now that my trial's off the calendar.
As you exit the firm, he's not really hidden, but Thicket would be the first to see looks to be a similar age to John, a couple of years younger probably, probably early 40s, 41, 42. Looks to be slightly heavier set, a few inches shorter than John is, wearing relatively nice outfit with a military insignia on his own shoulder. His longer brown hair and brown eyes, not that his eyes are long, but his longer brown hair around him, slightly curly, going down to just over his shoulders, and his brown eyes. Looks to be somewhat scarred on his face and his hands that you can immediately tell. The most marked thing that you note is in his left hand is a cane, as his left leg is a wooden peg that he quickly steps over as you hear a clack on the ground, and John, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as this guy steps up and clocks you in the chin.
Um,
As you look back to him, make an intelligence check. It's been 15 years.
I already know who this is.
Yeah, I don't think you need to roll. I think you know exactly who this is. How does the rest of the party react to someone stepping up and punching John in the face?
Gron looks to see if it's a welcome like response or a anger response from John. If John is
Nice to
happy.
see you too, buddy.
Thought you were dead.
Thicket summons the what's it called? Fire kitten. And is like poised to throw it.
He does not look at you. He is staring right at John.
Fire kitten?
But that's a lie. Didn't think you were dead. That's just what I told everyone.
You told everyone I was dead.
Huh? One last peace of mind for your parents. Want them to know their son abandoned his people.
I didn't initially set out to abandon anyone.
Oh, it was just after you looked the orc in the eyes that you left me to die? Oh, hi, new friends. Careful with this one. Might just leave you to save his own skin.
We are not friends.
What?
You're his. To be fair, I thought I was his friend too.
I have to apologize for that one, Hayden. Well, I can't really explain it. Heat of the moment. Still inexcusable.
No, yeah, you really can't. Don't know how much of an apology it would take for me to actually forgive you.
I don't expect you to. John gets up and sort of wipes the dirt off his pants. Been regretting that one ever since it happened.
Nice to know you at least remember, eh? Granted. I mean, what? You would have assumed I died, right?
Well, my parents told me you survived. I hadn't come to seek you out. Honestly, I was about to go looking for you. So
Hmm.
you saved me the trouble.
Yeah, when I heard you were getting out, or getting off easy, figured I would show up before your court date, as opposed to a witness during it.
Speaking of my court date, you wouldn't happen to know who my anonymous benefactor is, would you?
Some lord. Pushed his weight around.
Really? Do you know which one?
Yeah?
Huh?
The elf.
The elf. Ah. I had guessed. Well, appreciate that information.
Least I can do since you left me to die. Not
know
letting
you're
that
upset
one
with
go.
me. I know, and I don't expect you to. And I'm not sure
15
what I
more.
can say or do to repay it.
Come back
And
playing music.
And I don't know. All I can say is a heartfelt. I apologize. I'm sorry. It was the heat of the moment decision and the wrong one. Regretted it every day since.
Good. Well, can't say I'm fully satisfied as he shakes his hand. But I can't imagine I'll get much more, not without causing a scene, or, as he looks over to the rest of the party, without your friends putting a knife in my throat.
Well, you probably deserve at least one more. And you're welcome to take it if you like, but yeah.
His left hand comes around. Take another point of bludgeoning damage, as he does not hesitate upon you saying that.
Well, I deserve that one too. Anyways, I am nonetheless glad that you made it out.
Thanks. And don't worry. I wasn't going to tell your parents anyway. Even with you coming back, there's no reason to know you're... Be worse on them than it would be on you to know that you left one of your... Got close to him after it came back. So, yeah.
That's what they told me.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've spoken to you since I got back.
He sent a message. Haven't gone to see him yet. Don't plan to until you're out of the city.
Sorry about that. Or sorry to hear that.
Well, need to simmer down. Can't hurt Jean after all. See you in passing.
I guess.
As his leg strikes the ground as he not quite storms off, but walks away angry. Oh,
Well, guys, that was
you owe me a
Hayden.
leg too. And he keeps walking.
Well, if you didn't surmise, that was Hayden.
Who is Hayden?
Incidentally, a friend that I regretted leaving for dead. I know that puts me in kind of a bad light, but
I guess it was good that I didn't tell him about one of our first fights alongside each other. How you almost crashed a building on me.
that was accidental. I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't
you know,
on
but
purpose.
he might have thought otherwise.
Yeah, well,
Just saying, it's all. He's probably, probably a good thing I didn't bring it up.
probably. Okay. Well, now that I've taken my deserved beating, do we have anywhere we need to go today?
I would like to note, for the record, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time y'all are hearing of him leaving someone for dead, or of Hayden Gatsby, except for from his parents. But that's up to you to do with. It's your
No,
information, not mine.
I thought he told us before.
Maybe.
I have no memory
I
of
don't
hearing about
know
any
that
of...
I told them that I left him there.
I'm pretty sure that part you left out.
Kind of a moment of cowardice. Also, did you actually put the damage on my sheet?
No, but I can. There you go.
Okay. Because you rolled it in in the tower, and I didn't see it. And
Oh, I didn't roll
declare.
damage, I just rolled the hit.
Oh, okay.
I rolled above 15 on both.
Oh, wow.
You got lucky.
I guess I wasn't really moving.
Yeah. You should have had advantage, all things considered. Especially for the second one.
Yeah. I honestly thought you were rolling to see if he would decide to hit me, not
Oh no,
just
he
roll to
was... Yeah, I don't think that's a question, Trey.
Okay. Didn't expect that to go, or that encounter to go that way.
So,
but
like, I was trying to, make some good decisions. That's good, right? He's helping out. That's great. Delightful.
wait, who's making good decisions?
My uncle.
Oh,
Apparently, he
yeah,
was the one that threw his weight around.
yeah.
So,
I have he was my second guess as to who would be throwing their weight around. So yeah, I guess it'd be nice to. I mean, I guess he could have just been throwing his weight around because he liked me, but I don't know. It feels like an ulterior motive because there's no real reason that anyone would really want to that I can think of.
yeah, with the different things that I've heard, it's and Thicket's kind of opinion and all, it seems like maybe there's more to him than I might be aware of or understand. But I'm still going to count it as a win because he helped you, and it makes things easier for us all. So, I mean,
I guess we won't just. I won't push the subject. I'll just. If we run into him again, I'll ask him about it. But I guess it's not worth seeking him out for it unless we fear that or find out that there was an ulterior motive.
I mean, what's the worst?
Believe the best until proven otherwise.
I mean, besides, what's the worst that could happen? Hey, I did that for your friend, so you've got to do something for me. No, I don't. You didn't have to. You did that because you hoped it would make me want to. That's not the same thing. I mean,
Fair point.
I'm not the wisest fella, but I'm pretty smart.
Well,
I forget where Gambit is. Was Gambit like waiting outside to come up and rejoin the party?
No,
Gambit
I
would make
think
it
he's
home.
at the house.
Okay. So I'm aware when Gambit rejoins the group.
Well, do we have anything else to do today other than try to get me out of the situation I just got out of?
No, I think all the things are resolved. We just have to wait for our items now, and then decide if we're ready to go to the next place. I don't think that we have enough information to properly take on Tatsui just yet, so my vote is let's go handle the hags.
Right now?
Not right now, but soon. As in like our next leg of the journey.
Alright.
That's my vote. I mean, if I'm open to anything else.
I'm down. Where the heck's that? Up to the north? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk with that fella, and apparently he might still be here, so we could theoretically try to see him and discuss the situation with him, which I think would be lovely.
I mean, yeah. When do we want to go do that? Like,
I mean, we
we
can see about.
gotta wait for our items to be ready, and then we can get going.
Yeah,
Remind me, do we have a way to teleport up there, or do we have to make our way up there?
No, we don't. We're not going to have a chance to teleport unless we can get a little bit of help. Maybe Simeon might be willing to make that situation work out for us. Side note: I'm like 5-6 minutes from being home, so.
Cool.
Speaking of going home, is that where y'all are going?
Yeah, I guess as well.
Gambit, you're doing whatever you are, whittling a stick, and the party arrives.
Sleepy.
Sleeping, right, because you were exhausted, so you were
Oh
unexhausting.
yeah.
Unexhausting now. Or taking a nap, whichever it was.
I forgot Gambit was cosplaying Gollum.
No, that's over. No, we
Not
solved that.
anymore, yeah.
Yeah, I know, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
He was.
You're right.
And that's why
yeah,
he's tired.
Gambit is on the couch, a book over his face.
Hunk shoe.
Huh?
Oh, welcome back. Are you having
Me.
lunch?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, get some sandwiches ready. As she will begin to make food.
What?
No, Agron says, "Thanks, Mom."
What would the party like to do?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Sit down, wait for lunch.
Gambit, make a perception check.
A
Disadvantage.
perception check. Why disadvantage?
Because you're asleep.
Oh.
I think that makes sense.
So, what did that Hayden guy mean when he said that you left him for dead?
May have had a lapse in judgment when I was escaping.
Gambit sits up abruptly. Huh? Left him for dead? Or something.
You know, when we were escaping, Hayden and I were breaking out together, and I had downed the orc that was attacking me, and there was one attacking him, and I had a lapse in judgment and ran off without helping him to escape. Which I assume that is how he lost his leg.
Well, that's rude.
Well, I didn't like making the decision after I had actually had time to think it over. Probably run through my head 110 times how I would do it differently. In fact, this pin I made is kind of... I made it out of the dagger, or had it made out of the dagger that I had used that night as sort of a reminder to myself to never do that again.
Did you ever know whether he made it out?
Well, my parents told me that they had seen him. He had been around. So, until then, I didn't know if he made it out or not.
Were you guys friends?
I think he was my, I was his superior when we were captured. But I guess we sort of formed a kinship when we were, both prisoners.
Trauma bonded.
Sort of. But, that my rash decisions kind of threw that under the bus.
Do you still want to be friends?
That's a bus. You hear Izu say from the ether.
Izu!
Hi.
It's a figure of speech. Not a bust, but what I said, the phrase.
What's a bus?
It's like a big coach.
Continue.
um,
Do you still
Do
want
it.
to be friends?
I don't know. I mean, I have no ill will towards him, but I doubt he would ever see me the same again. I mean, got a great deal of respect for the guy, given, especially given he ended up escaping, but I don't know that he'd ever want to mend the friendship.
Well, I think the first step is determining whether or not you want to. And then you can approach him and ask if he wants to mend the friendship.
That's probably the appropriate order of operations. I'm not quite sure if I do. I'm not quite sure if I even deserve to. I did leave him for dead, more or less.
Yeah, but friendship's not about deserving. It's about what you want to do. Right. Thicket understands this, right? You see, it's not about deserving, right? Okay. I didn't deserve Thicket's friendship because I lied to him, right? Thicket didn't deserve my friendship because he attacked me. We both made bad decisions, and we chose to look past that and move forward. Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
So Thicket's right. Deserve it, doesn't deserve it. That's not really how friendship works. If it does, then you're thinking of it maybe a little bit more like Rusty does, in like a transactional sense. During our date, I didn't get the whole transactional issue, but it seemed once it was concluded, it went right back to business as usual. And I think it was a missed opportunity for her to learn that relationships are more than just give and take what you can get,
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're not sure or you don't feel like you deserve friendship, you do clearly still carry a lot of guilt over it. So you might could think of ways at the very least to try and apologize in a what's the word? More like sincere way than just saying I'm sorry.
I'm not sure how you apologize for leaving someone for dead.
There's a first time for everything.
I'll have to think on that.
Look, mate, if it was me just off the top of my head, I'd be like, hey, listen, there's no way I could ever make it right. And I'm very sorry for how all of that turned out. I made a very bad decision. You deserve better. I should have done the right thing, and I failed you. You may not be able to forgive me. You may not care. I just wanted you to know that it's meant a lot to me all along. It might be... I regret it even more than abandoning the military or whatever, and all that trouble and the hurt that I've caused my parents. I actually care more about that because I know that this is the worst thing, and so I'm very sorry. That would be just, right off the rip, right?
Yeah, the biggest part about apologizing is just acknowledging the harm that you caused.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to apologize for it. I don't know. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. In time. I gotta process some of this too. It's been 15 years since I've seen him. And yeah, I mean, knew he was alive, but also didn't sink in till just now.
All right, I'm gonna get changed, so give me about like 2 minutes, and then I'll head on downstairs. All right. So, be right back.
And Gambit, you're allowed to, with that perception, you're allowed to wake up and add to the conversation or ask questions anytime. Or you can continue to be comatose on the couch, your choice. As y'all see, Izu reappear, landing on Gambit's book on his face, sitting there.
Buddy, it's rude to only show up when there's food.
I sometimes show up to mess with people. Or when he blows that whistle, the gestures over to Garand.
I guess that's being more or less well trained.
Hey. Don't need training, I'm not an animal.
He's our friend.
Yeah.
Izu, look, this is our new friend Mason.
That's a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Isu thinks we're crazy.
I mean, I already
Right.
thought that.
Wait.
You guys going around looking for things to kill. I call that sociopathic.
Aren't you a bird?
I don't look for
Aren't
things
birds,
to kill.
I'm
aren't
a
birds
dragon.
carnivorous by nature?
I'm a dragon!
Oh. Aren't dragons carnivorous by nature?
That's not important. You were saying, or, okay.
Said I don't look to kill people. I look to help people.
That's true. Y'all do help a lot. Besides, I even went and tailed a creepy guy for you.
Yeah, and you did a very good job.
Thanks. He's gone, right?
You're not doing it again,
Well, he's
right?
left the city.
That's good. I haven't been near that guy since he saw me.
Well, are you staying for lunch then, Izu?
I mean,
Or are you just gonna eat the leftovers tonight?
I found some. I did go on an adventure earlier this morning, so I'm not really hungry anymore.
What kind of adventure?
Takes a while to eat an entire watermelon.
Now it's time for silly stories with Izu.
And that was before I chased the giant bird.
The part of the story where Izu tells a silly story.
You should have seen the dragonflies. I mean, I know y'all see them and the people riding them, but goodness, they're big.
Wait, did you say dragonflies?
Yeah. The giant dragonflies.
Oh!
Have you not seen them? They've been
I
flying
thought
around the city.
dragonflies were little.
Yeah, normally, but these guys have big ones. The little ones I just eat. Or I have silly colors. Speaking of which, see a guy walking around with a shirt that has a big frowny face on it. Don't question it,
Why?
as I don't think he's realized it yet. It's bad.
Did you draw the sad face?
That's not important. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
What did you use to draw it?
Magic.
Does it come off?
Second. Eventually, I think.
So you drew on someone's back,
It was a shirt.
as a prank, mind you, and didn't know if it was removable.
It's a shirt. Didn't do it on his skin.
Okay.
It probably washes.
But you don't know that.
I mean, people can put scrub it out of their eyes. That's the main use of the spell. I just prefer to use it to color things.
Oh, he used color spray?
He did. Which technically is supposed to be light, but I'm gonna say for fairy dragons, they can also make colors because pranks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just use that to blind people.
That too. That's before I made the lion roar in the alley.
What lion?
There was no lion, but I made a lion's roar in the alley.
Oh, okay, you just thaumaturgy. Got it.
Minor illusion, but yeah,
What?
minor illusion.
I thought minor illusion was just
No, you can
something
make sound.
visual. Oh, really? Oh. Okay.
So anyway, I'm mostly out of spells for the day. I kind of spent them all this morning.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Kind of sucks when you run out really fast and then you're just kind of stuck using your, immense, super powerful invisibility to mess with people.
Yeah, you know what you should do? You should become a warlock, right? Warlock and bind yourself to some powerful fey creature. Wait, you're a powerful fey creature. Can I make you my patron also?
Calling me powerful is, no offense to me, but generous.
Chris, you want to be a double warlock?
I mean, just I'm trying to have fun with Izu, but no,
I mean, sure, serve me. Do my bidding. I don't
See,
know
there
what
you
I'll
go.
have you do yet, but I'll let you know.
There
It
you go.
doesn't come with perks, but do it.
It does not come with any perks. I mean, I guess I can trail creepy people for you. Also turn
You
invisible.
already do that.
Like, yeah, but he pays me normally. Was it a
We pay him?
gemstone?
Oh.
I think he gave me a gemstone. I think. If I'm honest. I think it might be in a bird's nest.
I gave you fancy ice and prank meat.
Did it. The ice melts. Apparently it was good.
Do you want more? Thicket will give him 5 pieces.
He will take them. And then kind of shove them onto his back and carefully balance them between his wings. Yeah, that small bag. I feel like a bag would be helpful.
I have John's backpack.
I mean, sure, I'll take that.
Right ahead. I wasn't using it.
I can't carry a full backpack, but if you have like a satchel in there,
I do not.
you'll have to find one.
Where is the displacer beast meat in my inventory?
Should go replace the gemstone with the meat and see what. I'll be back.
Did it
Turns
teleport
invisible.
out of your bag?
I actually can't find it.
Dried plus smoked displacer beast meat. Like
Oh, okay. Thank you.
it's
It was neat.
it's just under the brass lamp and locked lead box.
Mine says it's under the bone statue.
I mean, that's there too, but I see the brass lamp and locked box between them. Weird. Anywho. He disappears. Seemingly off to go mess with a bird. Sandwiches. I have ham, I have turkey, roast beef, potato, egg salad.
You happen to have like a raw steak?
I don't think so, but I can see what I can find.
Dang.
What's it for?
Or like frozen peas or something. I may have gotten a sock to the head.
I'll find some.
Do you want ice?
I mean, ice is kind of hard to hold on my face. Plus, it's a little bit too cold.
I can get you a towel to wrap the ice in.
That'll work.
She will bring over a towel. And
Take
a cup
it.
of water.
Mix ice with shape water.
Nice.
Shaping the water in the cup into... Is it what kind of ice? So is it like pellets? Is it a single block? Is it a statue of a dog?
I'll do a block so that it won't melt as fast.
Block of ice.
Okay.
Did you get into a fight?
He got punched.
Oh.
I may have run into Hayden. Or rather, his fist ran into me.
He was upset? Thought he would have been thrilled to see you back again.
Yeah, he was a little bit upset.
He punched you twice.
Huh? Did you fight back?
Nah, I deserved it.
Oh. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I mean, kind of left him when I had an opportunity to escape, and I made a bad judgment call.
Sorry. I know you did your best. We all make bad decisions. He comes over to give you a hug.
Appreciate that.
I mean, it was hard enough us leaving the ethereal plane. I imagine it was similar difficulty leaving him.
Yeah, it was too easy. I regret it.
I feel that way too sometimes. I know you haven't gotten to see the deep ethereal. Not really. Not in a very long time.
Not that I really remember.
Yeah. Maybe we can go back sometime. It's real pretty.
That would be nice.
And sometimes spooky. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that can live in there.
I have a decent imagination.
That you do. Well, I've got to go wash some things up. Y'all continue your conversation. Sorry for barging in. We'll return kitchen and house things that need to be done, apparently. So you are pretty sure at this point that she has cleaned the majority, if not all of the house since you've arrived. Perhaps twice.
John will slowly eat his sandwich.
Which kind? You have potato salad, egg salad, ham, turkey, and then I don't remember what the other
Ham
one.
and Swiss on marble rye. That's what I ordered. Ham and Swiss on marble rye.
Is that a quote from?
I feel like it's a quote from something.
No, it's just a very convincing New York accent with the.
Oh, it sounded like Jersey to me, but okay.
All right, well, maybe it's Jersey. It's fine.
Oh, what's that one show that I'm trying to think of?
There's some. There's an episode of Seinfeld that talks about a marble rye. Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
You didn't answer my question. What kind of sandwich does John choose? This is very important.
It determines your buffs, bro.
Ham and turkey.
Ham and turkey.
Cheap and simple.
Mm. I assume the others eat sandwiches too.
Oh yeah. So, can you refresh my memory? Who was the one? I think it was the Lord Lady Librarian was going to teleport.
Yes, as far as you know, Lord Lady Librarian Sasha Hellion. I love saying her name. Aw, Lion Witch in the Wardrobe without you, Chiselin? That's sad. Watch it again later. It's great. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe is worth watching. They did a great job with those movies, not gonna lie. Very convincing White Witch. Where is the thing? Where's the list? I thought I gave you all the list of all of... No, I didn't give you the list. I just had a whole bunch of images of individual lords with their names.
I did. What I did is I put emojis to them.
Let's see. She is, as far as you are aware, she is returning the Lord of Blue Waters, Sadai of Calcite. That she is teleporting him and his aides back to Calcite.
Yeah, it's like looks like a muscular tiefling.
Yeah.
But, yep.
He's a light-skinned, human-skinned tiefling, because we don't get enough of those. Tieflings always have fun, fancy colors, but they can just have normal human skin tone.
Yeah, they sure could.
It's allowed. It's legal. Unlike purple tieflings, technically. But you know what people said to that? Any tiefling
Long
colors.
live Mollymog.
Yep. Any color tiefling is on the table. Because players will do what players will do. But yes, that is the person going to Calcite. Is that what y'all are planning to do? Are y'all planning on going after the leaves of 3 witches they be?
That's Gron's vote, but
What's the rest of the party think about that?
When do we leave it?
a few days after we get our stuff, and depends on also whether or not they will teleport us, or whether Simeon will teleport us, or whether or not we just need to start leaving, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't necessarily have an issue with it. I'm just like wondering if it's like a detour from us finding the swords.
No, the hags have a sword.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
As far as you're aware,
Okay.
your leads on the swords are Hags north of Calcite, Witches north of Calcite, previous leader of Dyke, Nace.
We know Tatsui has one. We know it.
know basically beyond a doubt that Tatsui has one. Pretty sure Witches might have one, and then previous Lord of Dyke had one.
Which means that it might just be buried with them.
Might be.
So it might be a relatively easy acquire, or it could be like, hey, you can't take that. That belongs to him. It goes to the afterlife or some such with them when they die. Don't take it, because then he won't have it no more or something. It could be like, Coco and the magic guitar or whatever.
Coco and the Magic Guitar.
If you
Honestly,
ever saw
that
the
would have been a
Coco-
better name for the movie, because Coco's a great movie, but I'm tired of one-word names. Coco and the Magic Guitar would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah, actually, at that point, maybe it's too similar. Maybe not on that one. Because I know they're relatively similar in plot, aren't they?
No, actually.
Really? Doesn't Kubo also do Afterlife?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'm just wrong. In that case, Coco and the Magic Stars, they get
When
confused.
Coco came out, people were comparing it to the Book of Life.
Yeah, those two are quite similar. They're both dealing with Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
Kubo and the Two Strings is very wintry,
You know what else is wintry?
if I remember.
Winter.
I don't know.
That's some low-hanging fruit, brother.
It was very low hanging, and I was gonna pick it anyway. Listen, sometimes the low hanging fruit is just fine. You're just the first person to the tree.
As long as it ain't on the ground rotten, I guess it's fine.
Exactly.
So after we finish lunch, we go see about Sadai. And then at least that way we can know. I'm pretty sure that I had questioned whether or not the Wild Lord Golden Fang had left, and apparently she has already. So that kind of eliminates that, and I don't think that we're ready, based on certain other criteria, to pursue the line with Tatsui as of yet.
For a second, I thought you were going to say pursue the Dyke one, and I was sitting here like, what other criteria? Y'all know very little about that. And I was wondering, what do you think you know?
Oh, no. No, I think the Dyke one will be relatively easy, but there may be complications unforeseen. But again, there's nothing saying that one of the 4 swords wasn't an easy acquisition. The other 3 can be quite difficult, and one can just be like, "Oh, sure, here you go." I mean, that's okay too. Is everyone all right with that? Then we try to find Sadai.
Sure.
How do Gambit and Jack feel? Or Gambit and Doug?
what was the proposition again?
I'm good with that.
Hunting down witches north of Calcite, trying to see if you can teleport.
That sounds fine. I'm itching for a fight.
Alrighty. Where are you looking for Sadai?
Well, if he's waiting for the Lord Lady Librarian, I imagine that we can head to Simeon's Tower and leave word for him. Perchance, we could also go to the castle. He may have a room there. Other than that,
For the record, the tower is attached to the castle. Like, it's
Oh,
one of the sections of the greater wall that makes the exterior of the castle. It's one of the towers.
Okay. Well then, yeah. So we'll be right there anyway. So
So you're going through the tower or through the main castle entrance?
not sure.
That's the question. Which one would y'all like to go through? Other party members.
Where are we going?
Why does it feel like I'm paying attention? I want to
I'm
go
like-
find Sadai.
We were just talking about going to find witches.
Right, and the way to do that is to talk to Sadai, ask him what he knows about the whole situation, ask him if he would mind us tagging along, teleporting with him when he goes with Sasha, so that we can start from there. So it's a less of a trek.
Okay, what is this about a tower?
Simeon's Tower, the Mage Tower, because
Okay.
he's going to be with Sasha, and Sasha's teleporting Sadai.
Okay.
He did not make clear that connection, but I understood what Chris was talking about. Go to Simeon.
I'm like,
Use Simeon to get to his wife. Use his wife to get to Sadai. Use the teleportation with Sadai to get to Calcite.
because like Mike is posing the question, and like out of context, it's like, do we scale a tower or go through the front door?
That's fair. If you didn't catch all that was understood, then I can understand. But in order to get to Simeon, would you like to go through the front door or the tower?
Go through the front door. I can't remember how we got to him last time.
The tower.
Gambit knows.
Gambit's awake. Gambit's right there. Gambit can
Are we-
talk.
Damn it! How do we get in?
There was a
You
special
just
knock.
knock on it, and you say, "Hey, dude. Hey, what was the name of the guy? What was the name of the guy?"
What was the name of the guy?
His name was Dude.
Mm-mm.
Dude.
Gee. What was the name?
It was not Alfred.
It was not
Alfred.
Alfred or Albert. No, it was neither of those. It's not Alfred either. He's a butler. It's not Alfred. No Pennyworth.
Well, I asked him his name, and too bad.
Immediately forgot. So you approach the tower.
Gambit knows what the door is generally, and knocks and says, "Hey, can we see Simeon?"
A couple of minutes pass. The outline appears as it has so many times before, and the door opens, and you see the butler, the older, white-haired man. Yes, you wanted to speak to the court wizard?
Yeah, either Simeon or Sasha.
Please come in.
Sir, what was your name again, please?
Jandar.
Jandalf.
Jandar.
Jandar. Okay. That's very close to another famous wizard I once knew. Heard of in a storybook.
I
is all.
appreciate that. I'm not much of a wizard.
Oh no. Okay. Well, thank you for serving anyway.
Of course, I'm happy to serve those who are worthy of their station, and Master Simeon is quite so. If you don't mind waiting down here for a few minutes, Lady Librarian and the court wizard are having lunch upstairs.
Ah.
Can I get you anything while you wait?
you have tea?
I do. Is there any particular kind that suits your taste, Thicket?
What kinds do you have?
Pretty much any kind you would like. Green tea, chamomile, spiced, black.
I will try whatever one is your favorite.
London fog. Supposedly London is a place in Elysium.
So an Earl Grey.
More or less.
A London fog is an Earl Grey latte.
Yes, but it's an Earl Grey latte. It's not just Earl Grey. There's steps to it.
It's the tea plus milk that's been steamed.
Yes. The steam part is important here. He will go and prepare. He will look to the others. Is there anything I can do for any of you?
Do you have whiskey?
Yes.
I'll take an old fashioned.
Okay. So looking the others over, he will step out through one of the many doors in this large foyer room. After a few minutes, he will return with a tray that has a hot cup of tea and all of the ingredients to make an old-fashioned. It appears he has not mixed it yet. He sets it on one of the side tables and before your eyes mixes the old-fashioned before.
Sweet. Danke.
I describe individual notes, but I don't like old-fashions, so I can't do too much to it, but it tastes good. The London fog also tastes good. I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know if it tastes good. That's up to how Thicket feels. Does Thicket like London fogs? Maury knows what a London fog tastes like. Do you think Thicket would like it?
Probably.
I think so. Got milk. Somewhat sweet.
It has plants and milk in it.
It has plants and milk in it. I expect he does. After a few minutes, the elevator, which was actually not on this floor, it had been moved upward, does eventually come down. And you see riding down next to each other, you do see Simeon and Sasha as they look around and see you. Hello.
And there
Nice
they
to see
are,
you
the
all.
happy couple. Great to see you. Hello. We are here for a reason. I hate to interrupt your lunch or your day together, as it may be, but we would like to arrange something,
And what
if
might
you have
that
a moment.
be? Which one of us are you addressing more
Kind
principally?
of both of you. Kind of both of you. I don't really know exactly how you guys managed to do it all, but we'd like to talk to Sadai about traveling back with all of you when you go back and when Sadai goes back, to go to the woods north of him, to investigate the witches of the north and possibly recover one of the swords that we're looking for. So, I don't know who does the teleporting and how you do it and when and all that, but I figured you'd at least know how to get a hold of Sadai, and if you were okay with teleporting us and he was okay with us coming, that would be delightful.
Of course. I will be teleporting. I believe we were planning to meet at 4 o'clock.
Today.
Yes.
Right.
Is that not acceptable?
I suppose it could be. There we could get some couriers to send us the items. We went shopping.
Ah, fun. What did you get?
I got
Bring-
some glasses of comprehend language.
Ooh. A simple enchantment, but a very good one. Oh, I suppose you would have met, I didn't really bring it up. You met Astoria?
Yes.
We did.
Did she do the work on the sword?
She did.
How has it turned out?
Well, Doug, what say you?
Bye.
Is
I
Doug
don't
even
know
still
where,
here?
I don't know where Jack is. He disappeared a few
Alright.
minutes ago. I assume
Okay.
he has a reason.
Okay, so he might grunt and vaguely say, "Yeah, that's good."
That's good, which... speaking of which, bringing that up, IRC. I don't remember if y'all actually went back to pick up the Iron Memory.
What do you mean?
I think you might have left it at the school. I don't remember if y'all went back to get it.
What do you mean left
Yeah,
it
but
at
we
the
could.
school?
But if he does, if he doesn't have it, then I'm sure that you'd be okay. Like if he doesn't come back, I'm sure you'd be
Oh
okay
yeah,
with us.
I can hand wave y'all going and getting it. I just don't think y'all actually took the time to go get it after the ball.
You know, I assume that they were going to hold on to it still for a couple more days, but if not,
Yeah.
and they're fine with it back then,
It had been. It's at the
Okay.
point where y'all could go get it. I just don't think
Okay.
y'all did. At least
Gotcha,
not as
okay.
of yet. No one said anything about going to get the sword.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
I
Well,
thought
if it's
it was
not in
given
Doug's,
back that night.
I don't recall. Either way, finger
are the
snapped. You
items
have
in
it.
Doug's inventory?
It's in the inventory. You're good.
Okay. Because I was like, if not, then we need to do whatever you want us to do to make that happen.
Nah, it's hand wave enough.
Okay. Okay.
Boom! You got the sword. Wonderful.
So yeah, no, you were right. She's fantastic. She's great.
I think so. She's quite good. Better than me, if I'm entirely honest. I don't quite know how she accomplishes the speed at which she makes things. She's has a strong work ethic, I suppose.
Oh, she controls time. I mean, Karan's laughing, but it could be true.
She winks, noting that her semblance also allows her to pull some timey shenanigans.
Timey-wimey.
But yes, if you can't teleport today, I could potentially come get you sometime later this week. I have enough spell slots where I'd be comfortable on a day being able to come pick you up and take you to Calcite.
Oh, well, that could work then too.
And if not, then, as Simeon says, I also have the capability to teleport you. It would be relatively easy. I would just have to plan around it. It's not uncommon for me to use some of my larger spell slots to accomplish certain tasks around the city.
Well, that is very generous. Thank you both. Can we talk to Sadai? Can you set up a little short meeting, maybe?
Sure, how long do you need?
15, 20 minutes, maybe? Just to kind of, work out the logistics of us being in his town temporarily, trying to get some information about the witches, and then going to go probably eradicate them because they're likely hags, and then coming back, and then maybe getting some sort of teleportation work back in this direction because we've got a couple more places to visit. So,
Out of curiosity, what places are those?
Dyke, and I don't believe that we're ready for whatever he has planned, but we will have to deal with Tatsui one way or another.
Oh. Right, all of your warnings. Well, I can let Sadai know, and he should be able to carve out 15 minutes before he teleports this afternoon.
Thank you very much. So we'll meet you here 3:40, 3:30, and then that way we'll be around and ready.
And around 3:20, and I'll make sure you're in the area around the transportation chamber, and we can be clear that you have time, and it won't get in the way of any logistics we have to maintain.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
And is there any particular reason you'd like to meet with him? Oh, right, you already said. My bad.
No, it's
Wondered if
fine.
I should let him know specifically.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I kind of made my own mental notes about all the different people that participated in the Lord's Council meeting, and I've got happy faces for some and angry faces for others, so...
The way you say that feels oddly familiar to Micah. Strange. Well, glad you're satisfied with the sword. I have a few more things to maintain. As well as an afternoon tea. And I will meet you at 3:30. 3:20.
320. I was like, are you testing me? You cheeky.
She will give a light head bow before she will head off into a different portion of the castle. Simeon watches her go. I suppose then, I may not be necessary in all of this.
I mean, I look at it this way, right? Now that she's kind of out of earshot, if I have her teleport back here to get us, then you guys get to see each other for a little bit, yeah? Right?
That is true.
Yeah? See? Gron's got your back.
It's actually a major advantage of both of us being wizards is the ability to make quick visits.
Right, but see, it's not just like, oh, I've got to see my husband, and people think that she's flighty or some other nonsense, or some detractors or opponents might try to use it as something else. Instead, no, she's serving the people that have already served the town. She's just looking like a good leader. You see that? And then, oh, it just so happens my husband and I had a little nice little chat. That's all right. That's all.
I appreciate the method you look at on the political side of things. Though ultimately, I have far more political concerns than she does. I have to be concerned a bit more about being flaky, whereas she can be more freeform with how she spends her time, especially with how much of a handle she has on her town versus me on, the court of Her Majesty.
Sounds like a fun history lesson, then.
The politics get tiring. That's the long and short of it.
Then why do you stay?
Because while it's tiring, it's worth it. I can accomplish change here that I can't easily as the lord of a city. I can affect the entire country.
Well,
and I believe Her Majesty is, well, she can be intimidating, is overall a good person. Someone who wants her people to grow. Well, if you've already eaten, if not, then we have some leftovers from our own meals, and I'm sure Jandar would be happy to bring you something.
Nope, we're good. My mom's a good cook.
Mothers often are.
Too right. She is delightful.
I'll see you all again soon, messengers.
Looking forward to it, mate. Have a good day, sir.
We will return to speaking to Jandar about something, as Jandar does gesture over to the door for you to exit as you please.
Yeah, as long as nobody else needs anything or whatever, then Gron will head out.
Should I give one of my sending stones to them?
We paid a lot for those, I think. I don't know that it'd be wise to just give them out.
No, he's not saying the earring. He's saying because he bought his own pair of sending stones. If you want to, if that's who you want to be in contact with, I assumed you were going to give one to Oscar.
Yeah, thought that's what you said when we bought them.
I didn't mention Astika at all.
Oh.
No?
Astika doesn't really talk much.
My mistake.
Right.
I had mentioned Rusty.
Oh.
Yeah, but
But Garand already got some to give to Rusty.
Yeah, I'm sending one to her, and I'll be in contact with her, and try to get to know her better, and you never know how things play out. So.
They could say.
So then go on more dates.
Yeah,
I mean,
eventually, sure, It's a nice time. She's a lovely girl.
Do we have a plan for where we're going next after we do with the witches?
I think that the best plan after that would then be Dyke. So that way we would have 3 of the swords when we went to battle Tatsui. It just makes the most sense to me. I imagine John could wield one, Doug could wield one, and Gambit could wield one. So
The swords?
yeah, it's what makes the most sense to me.
Fair.
So wait, where are we going for the witch's calcite?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
And then Dyke is like, all the way. Where is it?
It's west.
To the west. Okay.
I've numbered them. For y'all.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
1, 2, 3.
But if we give one of the sending stones to Miss Sasha or I completely blanked on his name.
Simeon.
I knew there was an S. We could essentially be like, hey, can you come pick us up?
Can you be our taxi
Oh.
service?
Magical Uber. Is this our magical Uber? Hello. Right.
Come
We're
pick
ready.
me up. I want to
ready
go
for pickup.
home.
Can you confirm
ready.
this that your name is Magical Thicket for this magical Uber order?
Click, click, click. I want to go home.
But also, they're just like super powerful wizards and would be good to have in contact with.
On speed dial.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You know what's really interesting is like I remember at first when we were first starting the game, and I thought like our immediate area of Miocene, Feldspar, and Keenite were like just it was so vast, and now we've just gone through so much of the continent already. It's kind of like
Oh yeah, y'all. At the same time, you also kind of haven't. Y'all, let's see, y'all hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major named locations out of 22, I think.
Really?
My
Oh.
quick count is there, yeah. 22 named locations. Perks of having a
So-
continent.
So when you go to publish this campaign, you're just gonna have to make a whole bunch of crap up that you have no idea if it's gonna work.
Yeah. Essentially. How do you write most campaigns, if I'm honest?
Fair.
Playtesting is
A luxury.
a luxury, not a guarantee in this world. Like, for example, I have no idea if y'all will ever go to Moraine. Without having Cedar, you have significantly less reason to go to Moraine or Basalt. And so those might be published in the book and never show up in this campaign.
which is cool. You know, it's good. Make
Yeah.
it make it nice.
It's
good.
options. As I
Yep.
mentioned, one of the things I might do is, I have the 4 swords, and since they're kind of the MacGuffins of the campaign, when I make it, I might come up with 8 locations. And then each sword has 2 locations it can be in. So it could be with Selzander, or maybe in the volcano. And like, boom, you can determine whichever you, as a DM, you think is going to be more fun, or randomly determine, and boom, different locations for different campaigns. But anyway, as they get decided who's getting the stone.
I was kind of asking the party, like, should I even give it to one of them at all?
I mean, if you can't think of anyone better, I think that's fine. You know, I mean, I suppose if it were up to me, even though Oscar doesn't talk a whole lot, giving it to Simeon means that you could on occasion have a message for her. But there's also the fact that Sasha, I think, would be more willing to give us information. And if you needed to get something to ask her for any reason, then when she teleported to go see her husband, she could just tell her that as well.
Okay. Ticket. We'll probably give it to Sasha.
Okie doke. Goron is going to give his to Rusty before she leaves.
Yeah, well, remember you said that she had already left that morning, so...
Did.
So what I did is I went to the couriers and I said, here, I'd like to give this gift, get this sent to Rusty, Lady Napish. And with this note, and so it's just like a little gift box. It's like the size
now
of like
it just has to make it down
a
there.
mug.
Which will probably, let's see, smoothest way between is probably going to be a tough Keenite Schist. So it'll make its way down there. Okie doke. And so as we get to fast forward, assuming the party doesn't have anything to do, all the way to 3:20 in the afternoon, the party returns to the castle and finds their way asking a few different people as you go through the many confusing passageways within this castle. You eventually find your way to a fairly large room, clean and well kept with stone. There are some servants bustling about, and you see there is a man at a desk keeping careful note of various things. In the back side of the room, kind of in a dome-like section, is a fairly large magical circle that the bards can make spellcasting modifier checks, so charisma, or no, arcana checks.
Arcana with charisma?
No, just regular intelligence arcana.
That's fine.
Yeah, you would be able to tell that this is a teleportation circle, which, as you know, for a lot of for the teleport spell, it's safer to teleport directly to a circle than it is to just a place, because there's a chance things go wrong if you teleport to a place.
Right.
And so they do have their own teleportation circle in the castle.
No.
That after a minute and speaking to some of the people, you are directed to a side room that Sasha has set up. Yeah, you are directed to a side room. As you enter, you would see sitting at the table. No, he's not sitting at the table. Sitting on the table, legs crossed, his hands off to the side, open palms up. You see the relatively large figure of Sadai.
Does he look like he's meditating then?
He does.
Alright. Then I'll wait for a few minutes, and if anybody else tries to interrupt him, I'll stop them. But after a few minutes, then if someone wants to say something, I'll stop stopping
Rest
them.
of the party, what do you do?
Is Sasha here yet?
You do not
I
see
wasn't
Sasha in
paying
the room. It appears to just be Sadai.
You said he was like meditating?
Seems to be. He's sitting cross-legged on the table with his eyes closed.
Thicket will go up and do the same.
Thicket climbs up onto the table.
That's awesome.
What's Thicket's perception?
Opportunity also to like crawl in his lap, walk in circles, and then stretch and lay down.
His passive perception is 24.
Despite that it doesn't seem like he opens his eyes, you see a small smirk appear on his face as you do this. I hear you have questions, messengers.
Yes,
Pleasure
sir.
to meet
Sorry
you.
to interrupt.
No apology necessary. I was simply waiting for the meeting.
Alright, is it okay if we start then?
Of course. He does
Right.
open his eyes. Lemmy, and he will climb off the table before sitting in one of the actual seats. Nice to meet you all. I am Sadai, the Lord of Blue Waters.
Yeah, you've got a smiley face next to your name and face in my brain.
I think that's a
Hi,
good
I'm
thing.
Thicket. I'm from the forest.
Oh, Thicket of the Forest.
I was sworn you said the Force for a second, and I was very confused.
That's next campaign. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
You too. I have an opinion about something, and I don't know enough about you, so I'm just going to blurt it out, and we'll see how that goes. I think that both you and the lady from Kokenia, both had the right idea in mind, but a different way to make it happen. That she wanted to sort of challenge in a way, but yet you did not want all of the cards revealed. I'm not. Anyway, let me know if that's anywhere close to accurate. That you both are on the right side, but just with different motivations, interests, approaches, and thought patterns.
Lord Ashara is extremely aggressive. I can all but guarantee you that she was looking more for the fun of a fight than she was at actually gauging the true nature of Vesh.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I guess I'll have to change her to neutral. She had a smiley face as well, because I thought she was fun. But if you say that she was more interested in the battle side of it than whether or not to test in his medal, then so be it. Anyway, that was more of a side note. The really important thing, okay, so there are apparently witches to the north of your fair town. Is that correct? Is that an accurate assessment? Is that something that you even know about or care?
There are local legends supporting such theories, albeit it's only very occasional when someone will claim to have met with them. But I've noticed some supernatural goings on. There is one young lady who claims to have made a deal with them and seems to be suffering from whatever magical effects the witches placed upon her. I've sent before people to try and find where the location is, but I've had no luck. The forest itself seems to almost shift as you work your way through it.
Yeah, that's got Fey magic written all over it, and that just convinces me more and more that they're hags. And the reason why that matters to me is because, yes, it will be fun to kill them, but also, apparently, they have a blade that we are looking for. So, the reason why we wanted to have this meeting is to ask you if you would mind if we were teleported with you to your town as a sort of base of operations, a launch pad sort of thing. You know, a place from which to set sail, right? Then we head north and try to resolve this properly.
Ticket insight check. Actually, Garand insight check.
Hooray, I'm terrible.
Ticket if you want to, Garand for sure.
Tower or no?
Woo! Let's go, 19!
It can be in public. It's fine.
Let's go, 19! I'm almost as good as Thicket today.
You do get a marked negative look. Not quite disappointment, because he doesn't know you will have to be disappointed in you. But look of slight distaste. As you mentioned, you will have fun killing them.
That's fine, you know. He may not have the same passion that I do to rid the world of evil creatures.
You take it that way.
I can, and I did.
Well, I have no reason to stop you. Should there be enough seats in the carriage, as it were. Lord Sasha would like to teleport you to Calcite. You are welcome to come with. I have no reason, as far as I understand it, to disallow you from being in my town, especially if you wish to remove the issue of hags and protect those who they would harm.
Yeah, they take advantage of people in need, and that's disgusting.
It is.
Which is
Yep.
why I would find it fun.
Have my blessing to hunt them down. There are those in my town that can potentially offer help.
No time. Should I be writing down notes? Because I have no time ready.
Particularly my captain of the guard, Large Silverman. He knows the area around Calcite better than anyone. Though, arguably, Alara knows the water better, but by pure landmass, the water versus the land around Calcite is quite a bit of a change. The Lars will be more useful to you in terms of searching the Northlands.
That's good to hear.
I'll send the name in chat.
Yeah, I wrote it down also.
Lars Silverman. I would appreciate if you did not disappoint me. I've met many adventurers before who simply seek profit, but if you are truthful in your desire to simply rid the hags, her is likely in favor.
I like to help people.
You seem like a kind soul, little one.
Yeah.
It may not look it, but you might be interested to know that until about 2 or so weeks ago, we were pretty poor and we've helped a lot of people. So you can count on the fact that reward is not our primary concern.
Good.
Now, if you want to give
money,
they take it. Don't misunderstand. But that is not our concern. Our concern is helping where we can help. Particularly in the case of someone might be, if they were able to be redeemed. That has been a constant theme of this group.
The redemption of the lost is always available. Ashara, for example, though she enjoys combat, what's the word? Why did I forget what their name is right now when I needed it?
Because that's the time when you need it, so.
The followers of the Way of Four Spirits would happily welcome her back into our ranks, should she ever desire, and offer penance.
What is that?
Oh, you're not familiar. The Way of Four Spirits is as much a philosophy as it is a martial art. It's those of us who gain skill in manipulating the elements, not through magic or innate strength, but through an understanding of the world itself. As my name would suggest, as the Lord of Blue Waters, I am well schooled in Blue Waters. Yeah, no. I'm well schooled in the practice of Blue Waters. The aquatic discipline.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, so you like surfing?
I have surfed a few times. It's fun.
Have you met a water elemental?
I believe once or twice in the past.
I've met one. His name was Fizadel.
Ah, and you spoke to it. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, we helped it.
I unfortunately have never managed to properly learn Primordial. I've had other priorities take my attention.
Lord Sly, you may have missed it, but we actually helped that water elemental.
Wonderful. I take it was obviously not a destructive and chaotic element, but it served a purpose in the world?
He was tied to like a lake or a spring of a sort.
Where might that be? I would love to visit it.
In
Feldspar.
Feldspar.
Feldspar. Good.
Insight check.
Roll
When
an
he said to
insight check.
visit it,
Can
does
I
he
as well?
mean? I'm checking to see if he, what his intentions are towards thee.
Okie doke, roll insight. Oh, and I suppose if you don't know the way of four spirits, there are four main disciplines. Gambit, you get a really weird vibe. Thicket, he seems to be fine. He doesn't seem to have any subtext. He's just going to visit it. I suppose you would know that for the way of four spirits, there are, in addition to the way of blue waters, there are four other primary disciplines, being the dancing wind, the earthing steps, the living flame, as exemplified by Ashara, and those who call themselves the students of balance. Attempt to use all four elements rather than specializing in one philosophy.
Wizards have something like that. It's called a universalist.
Oh. It is rewarding for those who seek it out, but many of us focus where our strengths lie greatest.
Like surfing.
Like surfing. But yes, ultimately you are welcome to my town. Please do
Out
not
of curiosity,
disappoint that trust.
Sorry, do you want me to do performance on this or deception? Because I'm definitely trying to act like an idiot again.
I guess deception?
Okay. Remember, this goes back to like me trying to like make people underestimate me.
He does seem to have a slight size. He says yes, surfing.
Fantastic.
When you arrive, feel free to seek out Lars. I will inform him. Will you be coming with us this afternoon? In just a few minutes.
No, unfortunately, we are waiting for a couple of items to finish being made.
Understood. When can I
But
expect?
before the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, sometime.
Good. I'd recommend staying in the Greenboro Inn.
Greenboro. Thank you. Appreciate that recommendation, sir.
It's a very nice
Do
place.
do you guys have flower shops?
We do.
Do you have a recommendation for a flower shop?
Freaking thing, I love you.
I know Celine, who runs the inn, also sells flowers. I can't recall individual traders off the top of my head. We have more of a trading post and open market as seen fit, in addition to lots of trading among individuals. So it's not uncommon for individuals to grow flowers and sell them at the market. I don't know myself of which individual would sell the best flowers, but Celine would know, the owner of the Greenboro Inn. She is well versed in gardening herself.
Okay. Thank you.
Are there any other questions I can answer for you all?
I just want to say thank you and appreciate your time. Is there anything that you wanted to know about the messengers? Anything further?
I believe, I think, did you mention the alternative goal of getting a sword from the witches, or just, you might have just said...
Yeah. I said that they have... Oh, wait. No, you know what? Maybe I didn't.
I don't think we
I think you
did.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Nothing in particular. I've given you the warning I give most adventurers. And do not desecrate the shrine to Erebus.
Where is the shrine in the town?
Above it is a more accurate term. It's up the mountain. There's a large basin, a small Lake is too large. Large pond, I suppose. A place of clear water that, supposedly, according to the legends, was one of the places where Erebus would prefer to come down to the world to speak with mortals.
Do
Before the
people
schism.
leave offerings at the shrine?
Many do.
What kind?
Yeah.
Whatever you believe would be most accurately attributed to a god of death and endings. People will often bring memorials to those they've lost. They will bring finished projects.
Like the last chapter of a book. Yeah, that's
Yes,
a good idea.
That's a very appropriate sort of offering, that kind of idea. Most individuals
bomb?
do it, but that would be a bit much. I would not recommend a bomb. As I've said, please don't harm the shrine. Many hunters will bring an arrow that has slain a creature.
Ooh.
Things that signify ending and cycles. Or the moon. Nights, darkness.
Maybe an assassin stiletto dagger?
That would be appropriate, albeit I frown upon the assassination, but...
No,
It would
we
be-
just defeated the assassin and I took a weapon.
Yes, that would be a very conceptually appropriate gift. There are priests who do tend to it, but most of the time it is a hike up to a very quiet place. I myself have meditated there many times. As well as, it is not uncommon for people to bring food that the priests will then be able to retrieve as a donation for their own maintenance, as they don't... The priests of Erebus there are not a for-profit group, if you understand. They survive off donations and offerings.
Oh, when you said not for profit, I thought it was like they don't tell any new information about death or whatever. You meant money profit, right?
Money profit.
My mistake.
I mean, profits in general, speaking with a PH, is nearly unheard of since the schism. My time is approaching. Sasha and I will be teleporting out in just a few minutes. If you need to reach me in Calcite, you can seek me through Lars.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Enjoy your trip home.
I appreciate
Quick,
it. God's willing, Sasha will, as she has times before, have a snap of her fingers. We'll be right where we need to be.
That's pretty delightful.
He will.
All right, well, thank you.
He will nod and he will exit the room.
So, Thicket, if you want to give it to her, now's probably about the time. She's probably about to leave, so... Spit spot.
Wait, give what?
You want to give her the stone, right? The sending stone to Sasha.
I thought she wasn't here.
No, she's outside in the teleportation room. Come on.
Oh. I was just gonna give it to her when we leave.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, if you went now...
Assuming you follow him, you do see out in the teleportation room, and there is Sasha, who will greet Sadai as he walks up. You would see, in addition to Sadai, there are two other aides. One is a gentleman in relatively nice attire who has a book at his side, seemingly from whatever notes or clerical things he would hold. The other is wearing a similar set of robes with elements of brown and blue around him. That seems to be another sort of monk. You do see Sasha. There are two people with her.
Oh, I love that dude. Oh, do. What's up, bro?
Let's see. One is Catrian, the monkey faunas that you have met a few times before. The other is another familiar friend. You see the occasionally concerning halfling Marley, the necromancer.
Hey, Marley, how's everything going?
Oh, hey, everybody. And she'll run up to you. Oh, it's so great to see you. I didn't have any time to say hi.
No, it's delightful. I'll lean in. How's the skull treating you?
It worked perfectly.
That's great news. I'm glad. It's so good to see you.
Oh, you all as well. Oh, you should see, Micah's forgetting the name, not her. She would know. Where's my list? Where's my thing? Why can't I remember player character name?
Oh, you're talking about
Don't know why the name is
Well,
slipping my head.
too bad.
Maverick.
Maverick's doing great. He's really fitting in.
That's great. That's good news. Glad the little lad got somewhere to go.
I think he likes it there. He's catching on pretty fast. He's really good with materials. He's been able to help me on some of my own projects very fast. I was expecting him to spend more time learning the ropes, but it seems he's pretty quick learner. I guess being a kobold and all, they don't have a lot of time to spend in the world. They don't know how old they live to, but it seems they have to live life pretty fast.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, it's great to see you all. We're teleporting out in just a couple of minutes. We'll walk
Take
back
it.
over as Sasha will walk over. Messengers, I trust you had a good conversation.
Yeah, it's set up. It's good. It'll probably be Thursday or Friday. But to that end, Thicket, yeah.
What?
Do you want to give her that item?
I got some sending stones, and I thought it would be cool if we gave one to you. Because you're cool.
I really appreciate that, Thicket. I would be honored. And it goes both ways. Would you prefer me to let you... Let's see, Sending Stone... Is it that each one can cast Sending once per day, or both?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get basically 2 Sendings a day, one per stone.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll be sure to let you know how things are going, especially with is Gambit there? Or did he stay out of the castle?
Is Jocelyn there?
Iceland there, or did she stay out of the castle? I mean, I don't think Jocelyn plays while sitting on the exterior of her home, but, you know, I wouldn't put it over her.
But she could also be at the exterior of her consciousness.
This is true, this is true.
Or at least the exterior of the mute.
That,
But Jack's back.
Jack is back. Hi, Jack.
Nope.
Didn't want to be back, apparently.
Jack, you back again?
Yep.
Welcome back. All's good?
Yep.
Well,
The timing of that.
That was pretty great.
Jack's back.
Jack's back, but
That's it.
Well, I can hear you guys. It's just if I unmute, I know you're not going to hear me.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
fair.
know.
Like, the fact that we've gotten so used to it is kind of silly. But assuming she
the
looks
way
over...
that it was immediate.
She looks over maybe at Gambit. I'll let you know if anything happens with Miss Grace. As I know you were rather you all were close with her when you were in town.
Gambit, come on, dude. Come on, bro.
Yes,
Jocelyn, come back.
we were really close in proximity.
I didn't like her very much.
Oh,
Gambit's like, okay, and
oh, I seem to have misread the situation. After the fight, I thought you were all closer.
I mean, we were standing side by side for a second, but
I meant more emotionally.
That's
Well,
not going
we
to
were-
keep us up, is he?
we were drained.
Well, I guess I will not be sending any sending messages about her then.
Listen,
I'll
it's not
probably,
really...
there is a chance I will let Maverick send those. If Micah thinks it would be appropriate to be able to send messages from Maverick without it being Maverick. But thank you, I'd be honored to hold this stone.
Also, look, on the mention of stones, this is my new friend Mason.
Hello, Mason. He waves to the rock. Insight check.
1 second. Okay. And...
Nice! I love it.
Yeah, she seems to be totally on board. Totally gets it. That's the best time you could have rolled an out one. Because it keeps
He's
tickets
really good at
innocent.
math.
Oh. What kind of math?
Just math?
Even complex computations, including star charts and age of the
Like
planet.
stars.
It's honestly mind-boggling, but this little fellow is...
It's widened slightly. As Thicket, you might be the only person to hear. There is a very slight rumble from the rock that you can tell is Mason speaking Primordial. As her eyes widen for a moment, before then she speaks in Primordial and says, "Oh, Mason."
What did he say?
Says, "Stop. They're talking like I'm not here."
Well, most people don't speak primordial. I wasn't talking like you're not here. I'm showing you to her.
Yes, in Thicket's defense, most people would have a hard time understanding. As the rock shifts just slightly in your hand. He knows too. I do, Mason. I hear you can do math well. Yeah, you hear it. Thicket just said it. Sorry.
Well, he didn't know. He can't understand common.
Right,
Mason's
never
gonna
mind.
be as straightforward
I
as
didn't
Doug.
know that, and Sasha didn't say the words. Yeah, I can do math. At least that's what I'm told. Or at least, assuming I understand fully what math is. The exact understanding of individual things is something I'm still grappling with, especially when it comes to translations into and out of common within the general regard of human experience, or, I guess, person experience. Quite difficult to tell. I spent a lot of time on my own before all of this. Yeah. I'm quite surprised to see a primordial. Especially a young one. I'm not that young. I'm older than Thicket.
That's so funny because it's true.
That you are. It's just like a tree ages differently than a cat, so does a rock. How many rock years do you think it takes to make a cat year? Or vice versa?
Well, you spend an hour as a cat. Maybe you could calculate it.
You know, that's a fair point. Now I just need to... What's the average lifespan of a cat?
I want to say 15 years?
50
That seems-
years?
15?
15? 15 years. The average lifespan of a rock, that's a much more difficult one, especially when we extrapolate.
But for a tabaxi, that's different.
Are you a tabaxi? Or are you
I
a
don't
cat?
know. I am Thicket.
Hear me
Sure.
roar.
I was gonna say, hear me purr.
So we assume, just for the sake of argument, we assume that the average age of a rock, or lifespan of a rock, is 10,000 years.
What would end the life of a rock? Becoming magma?
I would suppose either that or breakage. Wait, I can't understand what he just said. Neither can he understand what I said.
Sledgehammer.
Fair.
How
Yeah,
put the
it's
average
all
lifespan at
crap. He
roughly
understood you.
one cat year is 666 rock years? I guess if I'm 8 rock years, that's yeah, I guess I'm pretty young. That would put me at... I don't even know how few cat days that would be.
Might even be minutes.
Well, anyway, I think you get the picture. Big cat lady. Sasha, nice to meet you, Mason. Likewise. Well, if you don't mind, everyone, I do have to, get going. Thank you again for the rock and for introducing me.
You're welcome.
As she, Zadai, and his aides will all enter into the area of the circle, Sasha will take her broom into her hand and seemingly very casually just go about sweeping the edge of the circle. But then as she gets back around and makes a full loop around, it seems that dust picks up from the ground surrounding them in a tornado before falling back to the ground, and the teleportation circle is empty.
That's cool.
So Spice.
I need to roll the D100, because technically there's a chance that they go to the wrong place. No, they're good. Not a high chance that the teleportation fails, but there's a chance. Actually, wait, no, there's the... No, it would actually just be 0, that she has stuff for it. No, yeah. There's no chance that the teleport fails. Good job.
Yay!
Yay! As the party, presumably, would eventually return to John's house. As you prepare for whatever time you're going to spend left in the capital. As I believe you said you wanted her to return Thursday? Is that right?
Because all of the items will be done by Thursday, right?
Yes.
So
The glasses will be done by Thursday. I don't know if there are any other items y'all had.
the ring of protection.
Ah, that's right. There was the Ring of Protection. Yes. Did I already have you pay for that? I feel like I did.
Yeah, I already paid for it. I just said I wanted to take care of it now, and then worst case scenario, if we have to leave and I don't get to get it for some terrible reason, I can just add it back.
That works. I'm glad. It makes my life so much easier on this end, because I can't remember exactly how much I charged you.
I don't remember either, which is another reason why I was trying to figure out a way to make it so that we could stay.
That works. Well, anywho.
And which means if we ever needed a refund, we might get a profit.
This is true.
Because he forgets.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, in that case,
Yeah,
for
I
the time
mean,
being,
you said it was 17,000 platinum,
which
you know?
definitely wasn't that.
30,000? Yeah, I mean, I rolled really good on those rolls.
That would be 170,000 gold pieces, and there's no way you got that. You paid that. You've never seen that much money. Very few people have seen that much money in one place.
Be like
Okay.
a briefcase of $100 bills.
Yeah, it's that type of crazy amount. Which
A duffel bag.
duffel bag. It'd be pretty heavy too, because it's 50 coins to a pound,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
you
there's
said
no way to make it lighter.
you had 17,000 platinum. It's 340-pound duffel bag right there. So have
Nice.
fun with that one. But at that point, it is 10.
No worries, John can carry it.
Ah!
Yeah, him with his no legs, no muscles.
No muscles over here.
No muscle. I think you might actually... Do you have more or less carry weight than Gambit? Now I want to know. You have 15 pounds more than Gambit. You have 1 more point of strength than he does.
Nice.
Which, speaking of which, we're going to have to figure out what Gambit's going to put in a bag, because he has too much stuff.
Wow.
But it has been a bit over 2 hours. It is 10:30. I think that's where we're going to end the session proper for the night. We'll consider over the week anything y'all want to try to get done in the last few days. I don't know if there's anything you want to do in Pacquiao, or if you're just going to hang out at John's house for a few days and then expect to be Bottle of Boop teleported via dust cloud to Calcite as a new leg of the journey enters in. And depending on how fast y'all can do things next week, we could even combat.
Wow.
God, it's been so long.
It's been very long.
Very, like, actually, like, months in real life.
Yeah.
We're
We
just
spent a
itching
lot of
for
time.
combat at this point.
Yeah.
Which
spent a
actually, since I've been giving... Yeah, no, it's literally been, like, 15 sessions,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Is that right? No, because I can't compare the encounters to the... It's whenever y'all faced...
Displacer beasts.
Yeah, it was that... No, it was after that. It was the,
No, it was
The grim attack.
Yeah, the Grim Attack in
Grim
Vane.
Attack, yep.
Because I don't think y'all had any violent encounters on the way to Vacuo. Yeah.
Nope.
You did not?
The
And,
closest
like,
I was like there were statues. There were statues in a field or something.
yeah, y'all set up a statue of a dwarven soldier.
Yeah.
I don't remember if y'all figured out what he was in connection to. No, you did, because
Yeah, because John knew.
John rolled well on a check. Speaking of which, roll a d10. John. It
I
went
rolled
way
poorly.
off. That's okay. We are session 45, so not 45, 85.
I was like, what? 45 is like
85? I thought it was 84.
I believe it's
You're
85.
wrong.
84 was
Oh.
last week.
I must have not taken notes last week.
It's possible. There was lots of date.
No, I did take notes. I missed notes one week, I guess, and I just have been numbering my notes incorrectly ever since.
It happens. Congratulations, you have your copper.
You.
So, Gambit, what do you want to do with some of your stuff? You have too many things that are heavy.
I don't know. I'm not at my computer anymore. I got banished from that room.
Let's see, can I organize by weight? I cannot, but I can at least let you know what's heavy. You have a 10-pound thing of hempen rope. You have your leather armor that you're not wearing, that is 8 pounds. You have a
I can put that in the hole.
Why is the miner's pick 10 pounds? I mean, I guess it needs to be able to
Is
break
it made
through
of
rock, but-
lead?
No, it's made of steel, so it can break rock.
Yeah, no, that actually makes sense based on the Maddox, the stuff I've held in real life. That tracks.
Need
actually,
the
for-
momentum.
Yeah,
for a hefty
shovels
pick.
are like 4. Shovels are like 4 pounds, so yeah, it totally makes sense that a pickaxe would be 10.
And the extra weight that it needs, yeah. Alright, well, no question of that. So, pickaxe is 10 pounds. You have weapons that you're not going to get rid of that have 3 pounds. Well, then the volcanic veil, as studded leather, is 13 pounds, but I don't think you're going to
Yeah,
pick that.
let's get rid of that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You have
Yeah,
ball bearings.
Gambit goes to throw it away.
You have a
John
3-pound
goes and
hammer.
Warren cries.
Dead on
10
sight.
Like 2 pounds of pythons for climbing. You have 10 pounds worth of rations. You have a 5-pound water skin. You've got a crowbar. Got a yatigan you haven't used in a while.
I can
There's
put
some
that in the
things.
hole.
The yatigan.
Or offer it to anyone want this?
What is
Dimeritium
it?
yatigan. It is a martial weapon. It is functionally a short sword. That ignores magical effects that increase the armor's AC, such as bonus from +1 armor or the shield spell. It just completely ignores it. Not magical, but it's kind of anti-magic.
I have
mean-
2 things of armor that I'm just not using, along with my studded leather that I'm also not using.
You've been carrying around a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever
I'm
want to, like, there's unfortunately there's no add to wares button like in Baldur's Gate. But like, if you want to make a list of the things or like tab stuff at some point that you want to sell off, we can do that at some point.
Yeah.
And some of that stuff is easy enough to hand wave and go, I'm selling this and this and this at X percentage of their value.
I mean, I could take this sword and add it to my collection.
John is slowly building up a collection of swords. Would that put you overweight, though? No, it would not. You have 91 pounds. Yeah, if
How
you
much?
want.
How much does the sword weigh?
The Yadigan is 2 pounds.
Oh, easy.
You want me to throw it over?
Yeah.
Hey, the Pearl of Power.
Yeah.
What level is that up to?
I believe Pearl of Power is 3rd level.
Okay, so up to a 3rd level spell. Okay.
Yep, up to a 3rd level spell.
That's good. That's good. I want it. Because. Yep.
Right, that'll become more difficult once your act magics go higher than 3rd level. You'll have to reinvest in Bard if you want to be able to pick up more 3rd levels or have to pass the Pearl over to someone else. Now, just to check. Okay, no. Garonda's good on weight. We can figure out Gambit stuff later on. Exact things. Don't need to go down Hempen Rope, this, that, and the other. Who knows, maybe you're going to want to put just like your entire backpack into the hole. I think it's just hanging out with a massive bag of everything that the party doesn't want to carry. This is why in old school stuff, before bags of holding, people would literally just have mules that they would like bring into dungeons with them and carry all this stuff. Heck, it's still a poor man's bag of holding anyway, because they carry a pretty crazy amount of stuff, especially if you have like a cart behind them, which is hard to maneuver through a dungeon. Like saddlebags work as well, but like they can carry a boatload of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording there. I've given off the XP, I've given off the copper, you guys can deal with it. Thanks for coming and watching. We appreciate YouTube, and have a lovely night. Bye-bye.
Bye.